What's good? Um, One of my first, let me see, put the comments on that visible. I'll make it pleasing to the eyes. What's up, everybody? What's good? What's good, man? It's your boy here, Dr. E. Harlan Scott, and I'm gonna be chopping up some game tonight. How everybody feeling, man? How everybody feeling out there? Salute, AB. What's good, everybody? DMV in the building, in the building. That's what's up, man. But how everybody feeling out there this evening? What's good, y'all? That's what's up, man. Um, I wanted to be kind of quick tonight. If y'all had questions, y'all can chime in. But I wanted to break down some stuff tonight for you guys and kind of just go over, some of the things that's been on my mind and some of the new changes for 2021. And just, with everything going on out there, kind of want to update y'all on, the situations with just some of the stuff that I'm seeing. I see, I used Kyrie Irving, man, as the thumbnail, as y'all see. Salute to that brother, holding it down for himself and, sticking to his guns, and, everybody going at him. And I think it's a tough situation for the brother, being basically on the island on his own and having to, sit out games and getting all the chastisement and being persecuted, But as black men, these are things that we're used to. So let me turn this up so y'all can hear me. Y'all hear me pretty good. I didn't have my mic. I normally talk through my headphones, and but my mic situation, my Bluetooth wasn't hooking up correctly the way I wanted. I wasn't going back downstairs to get that shit, but um, so y'all gotta bear with me. What's up, Sheep? My homie. you know. But I'm excited for the brothers, man. I'm excited for the brothers. This is a great time to be alive, man. This is a great time for black men. We've been talking about this for a while, and but it's a great time, brothers. And I really wanted to give y'all this game tonight. And I was listening to my man Sheep, and some great game he been dropping, man. Y'all need to go subscribe to Sheep Stay Sleep TV. If you're not already subscribed, go check out that brother, man. I mean, it's some heavyweight game, and it's some man shit, which we need. But I wanted to get into some real pertinent topic. I wanted to share a little bit of my experience with you guys and some of the stuff me and Pimp God has been talking about. If you're not subscribed to Pimp God, go subscribe. But Pimp God took all his videos down. We've been talking about that. He just got real agitated, and he felt the need to change, and I agreed with him. You know, and I'm kind of the same way, but I'm the lone soldier between me and Pimp God, and between the brothers, me and him. I'm gonna keep the channel up, but I'm gonna kind of just be dropping some knowledge that what I have left to share with you guys. But getting to the topic at hand, it's a suicide mission for black men builders in the community. And it's a topic that's been on my mind for quite some time, that This message is for black men that's trying to build and be significant in his lifestyle and to go about making changes that he see fit to do for himself, and taking that next step to manhood. And it's a lot of things you're going to have to sacrifice, family. It's going to be family, some of your children, close friends. You're going to have to sacrifice. But I've been on this journey for a long time, guys. And like I shared with one of my walk talk videos I did the other day, I was sharing how as men, it's really important for black American men in particular to understand that you're going to have to understand that no one supports your evolution as a black man. And we've seen that in the past. Some were killed, exiled. You got Marcus Garvey's, you got Malcolm X's, you got some other prominent figures that was exiled from their own groups here in America. Not only from a whole country, but from groups. So we have to take it down to the micro level now with an individual now. And that means sacrificing your time to do bullshit. And if you want to be the best version of yourself, it's going to take you guys really understanding your purpose and your true purpose in, the pimp guy, yeah. Absolutely. But if you want to be the best version of yourself, you're going to have to buckle down and understand that nobody supports that. Even your woman doesn't support that. She's not going to support it, guys. A lot of women, I would say 90-some%, at the highest level of evolution of your one self, she's not going to support you. And you got to be willing to drop that package. Because your purpose, and I say it over and over and over and over again, how much I stress it, that your purpose comes first. Now, if you have a hard time figuring out what your purpose is, one advice I would give you is, and I'm speaking in particularly to American black men. I mean, black brothers can take this advice, even some white males, but in particularly American black men, foundational black men, this advice is really pertinent for you. In the next moves you're going to have to make in these coming years for yourself and for your lineage. You have to understand that your evolution is not supported, okay? And how you find out these things and your purpose is going to have to come first. How you find your purpose? Look at what's needed in the community. Things that we need, education, and not the white man's education. No, enough of that shit. We got enough sisters with degrees to tell you that, PhD. We got enough of that. But I'm saying education on oneself. And in order to do that, what's up, Underrated Darkness? Salute. In order to do that, start getting in line with brothers that are actually doing and have a resume to support that. Okay? And you will be surprised what will come out of supporting somebody that's already in their purpose. Because even if you're a brother and you're supporting another man, It's important to understand that supporting another brother to help him reach his purpose and his gift, in turn, most brothers, most sincere brothers, will see something in you and help you get to where you're going. For example, I was a longtime sub of Pimp God, and he was a break of the monotony of a lot of people I was listening to, and it was really refreshing to hear that rich content coming from a brother like that. In fact, my story with Pimp God is that I heard his videos in my sleep. It woke me up out of my sleep. You know how to YouTube, go to the next video? It woke me up out of my sleep. I said, man, this brother gets it. And I was listening and listening. It encouraged me a lot to hear another brother that thinks the same way that I do. But I remember when he was here in DC, I messaged him, emailed him, and said, hey, man, we need to link up and do some fly stuff together. Now, I'm in the industry. I'm doing hair shows, fashion shows, renting out museums. Pimp God's seen all the stuff that I've done. But I saw a brother that had great content and a good, pure-hearted dude. And I wanted to help him and use some of my resources to get his brand to where he needed it to be and where he's at now, which is why he deleted his videos. But in that, I saw a brother that had so much to offer, but we so used to taking from brothers, even on YouTube, man, we don't support the channels like we supposed to, especially if it's enriching you. But the thing that me and Pimp God, our relationship, I saw that he can be packaged and taken to another level. So I use my resources and things that I can do to help, because he helped me so much with the content. I said, hey, man, let's do this. Let's do that. Man, and he took all of this and he maximized it, man. That's why he don't have any more videos on YouTube, because now he's a brand. He has reached so many brothers. It's almost like pushing the bird out the nest to fly. And a lot of you brothers on here, it's time for you guys to fly. Some of y'all already doing it. I already know. But it's important now to understand it's time for you guys to fly. And my channel, I wanted to take this to another level outside of women. What's up, Kendra? My BM, my beautiful queen. But I wanted to take my content to the next level, guys. And I wanted you guys to understand, I want to share all my resources that I have with you guys being better, because I see a lot of times that I see on these panels, and I'm kind of fairly new to the space, but I see a lot of the guys, and we do need it. A lot of the guys are still staying on topics of women and female nature, which we need. I'm not saying stop, but I saw here again, like I'm teaching you guys, I saw a need and a purpose, and I want to feel that based on my experience. And so I want you guys to have the same enrichment that, you know, that me and Pimp God share with each other, you know, helping each other build and this and that. But I want this channel to be for the doers, you know. And some of the things I learned from some other content creators, like BGS, some of the things that he shared about the information that he's sharing, but he want people to use it and maximize the information. And I respect that. Now, a lot of guys are coming to this space now, just really, they're pimping the space as far as just continually talking about women and this and that. And I know that we need it, but I'm saying, this is what I'm telling you guys. I came into this space to support and enrich you guys' brands with the resources and things that I have to be able to do that, not just talk about it. If y'all have questions, bring them to me. If y'all need something done, bring it to me. But you got to understand, once you go on this journey, you're not going to have the greater society supporting you, especially in the black community. Because we have been reared as a group to think black brands are some bullshit. That's why a lot of brothers and sisters are really scared to really, and I'm gonna say brothers in particularly, and I'm gonna tell you why that is in a second, but brothers in particular, because we the forerunners of building. But like I told Pimp God, man, you gotta have people take you seriously. Me and him had a real diatribe. We deliberated about his content on YouTube. We talked about it before he did this. We talked endlessly on it. We take walks, we talk, breakfast, we talk. But one of the things that I told him, I said, listen, man, you've been doing this a long time and you helped a lot of brothers. But it's time for you're a brand at this point. And it's time, and we try to, I don't like asking people for cash apps. I appreciate it when people support. Very thankful, by all means, I appreciate the support. But I'm saying I wanted to bring some tools that you can purchase and support and see where the money is going. I have so much stuff in my hair company. I support the black farmers in Atlanta, Texas, and Ohio. The farmers there. And we have very limited black farmers as it is. But I support them and they do my products for me. See, a lot of y'all didn't even know that. Now, some of y'all did. They'll see my other content on the e-signature channel. But I have a hair care line where I support black farmers and their families with the only money that I'm getting. I'm doing the best that I can. I bring on other people that want to support as far as developing a brand, but I help them do that. But see, that's what I mean. I'm in this space for a different reason. So with brand development, I help people with that. And bringing people on that can assist you in those things, people that do movies. I'm friends with a lot of these people, but I'm willing to share these resources. But you have to be serious about where you're going and your evolution. And see, I'm telling y'all all this so you guys can understand. Once you're up there, it's a lonely space. In fact, a lot of you guys didn't even know that I had a channel on Roku channel before Roku was really big. You know, on those TVs, you know how Roku have their separate viewing. But I had a channel on there that I paid for early on. Well, I was trying to get upcoming talent, people with TV shows, because we were getting about 30, 40,000 hits a week. So then this idiot's going to come in here while I'm in here talking. But I was getting between 30 and 40,000 hits weekly. And what I found was people are fucking nosy. Anyway, somebody came in, but clearly I'm on a stream. But anyway, what I found was I built up this platform, but I had nobody to bring shows. When I did meet them to bring content, they didn't have anything. And they were trying to figure out how I did it versus building on top of the platform that we already had. See, that's what I'm saying. The Negro mentality, once you become a builder, because I use my own money, guys. But that's what I mean. It's a suicide mission because you don't go into the bank and just get loans like that. contrary to what people tell you. You just don't just get loans because people think that you got all this going on. They'll find reasons why they give you certain funding. Trust me, I know. Any little loophole. In fact, I couldn't get the $250,000 loan that I was looking for. Listen to this. I couldn't get the loan because I had a misdemeanor on my record from my ex baby mama. They had a misdemeanor. They said, oh, this came up on your record. Even though I was doing it through my business. But for me and my ID and stuff like that, they checked that, but I had a misdemeanor and disqualified me. Now I'm pulling in $300,000 and $400,000 a year. The numbers show it, but that's what stopped me. So I'm saying I've been using my own money and support here and there, no real money, maybe $1,000 from some people, but to build things so people can use. I'm in the DMV area renting out historical museums so people can experience Black excellence at a high level. Downtown. Not only once, twice. And that's not cheap to do. So what I'm trying to share with you guys is that once you reach a certain point, it becomes a complete suicide mission because you're doing it alone. And if you ask for anybody for any support of $100, $200 for something minuscule to keep your cell phone on or keep something going, people that know what I'm talking about and been through this know exactly what I'm talking about. Because then people say, are you doing bad? But they don't see the products, the investments. They don't see all of that shit. Your apps that you got to keep on, your websites you got to keep going, even your credit card bills that you have that you got to keep paying on auto pay. All this shit is coming out of your expenses. Nobody see all of that. So as you're building a loan in your community, people are going to ask you, if you ask them for $200 and people used to you having so much, if you ask somebody for $200, they're going to ask you, are you doing bad? Somebody asked me that one day. Am I doing bad? I'm like, wow. And I laugh because all the camera equipment, all the devices and stuff that I had to pay for, my packaging for my clothing line, I had to spend thousands of dollars on, which y'all can go to blacklabelfashioncouture.com. I have some things on it. I'm not releasing my line until next week, but you can also go to the YouTube channel. It's new. I'm going to actually make that YouTube channel private because I want people seriously. Let me see. Hold up, guys. Black Label Fashion. Go subscribe to Black Label Fashion. Okay? Go subscribe to Black Label Fashion while you're here. But you're on your own. You're not going to get the proper support if you're a Black man builder. Even your own woman is going to ask you questions. Why are you doing this? Why are you taking money out the home to do this? Why are you doing that? But she doesn't see the long-term future, the ego vision that you have as a man. So it's very hard. We talking guys, generations and generations of not supporting black men. You're talking damn near hundreds of years that even our women can recollect supporting the black man as a builder in society. Only thing she know as a resource, breeding, taking you to child support, or filing divorce. So she don't have the years and years of recollection of supporting you as a black man. She don't have that. So that's what I mean. It's a suicide mission. Whereas other men in other communities, as they're known as builders, they have put up the money. Example, look at Master P. They laughed at Master P for trying to buy Reebok. That's a laughing matter in the black community. Master fucking P. A known street cred person they laughed at. That's painful to see that, man. The more I think about it, it's painful. This man had helped so many rappers and changed the game in the South back in the 90s. But he's a laughing matter when he wants to buy and purchase an entity like Reebok. That's how fucked up the black community is and pathetic we are, man. So Lord knows, little old me, when I do hair shows and do these big events when I was doing them, you should see my setups, guys. It was elaborate. Better than big companies. In fact, my product won second most popular new upcoming product amongst the big companies 3 years ago. Second best. And the only reason I think I wasn't number one is because the people were, the company, I'm not going to say the company's name, but the company was a sponsor for the show. One of the big sponsors. I beat out everybody else. Major brands. So Mr. Dr. E. Harlan Scott ain't on no bullshit. I'm not just on here on YouTube to be chopping up some bullshit. So like I said, I'm new to the whole thing, but I want you guys to be inspired to be the best men you can be. So I wanted to leave y'all with these points, and y'all can chime in, that I want y'all to understand. Most people are driven by society's thoughts. So in other words, yeah, Paul Mitchell. Yeah, Paul Mitchell was one of them. A couple of other major brands, man. And the hate you receive. And I got some secrets to the success of mine, though. Why, it's really deep, man. That's something, that's a paid one there. But just, you can apply it in any other business, especially if you're in retail. My strategy and why I had so much success is very interesting how I do it. And I had to sell that advice. One of my old mentors gave me that, and that shit worked like a charm. But anyway, most people are driven by society's thoughts. So you got to understand, most people are programmed. And me and Pip God was talking about how people are not doing anything. They're waiting for instruction from white society. For example, I see, when I walk over to the mall around here, I see Louis Vuitton and Gucci stores, but I see lines waiting to get into the store. Why that is? It's Louis and Gucci. Plus people getting their stimulus checks. But if you look at their brands, a lot of their brands are not inspiring anymore. It's kind of whack to me. And I have it, I own this stuff, but it's whack, which is why I designed my own brand now. And it's black owned through and through. and it's some fly shit. So I'm doing the spring collection. I want you guys to feel empowered and feel fly. I got women's and men's. But that's not me doing a shameless plug. I'm more so saying that people still program and waiting, they in line like robots waiting to buy the same shit. The new age is not supporting that anymore. You got to go where the energy is supporting you and your ideas and whom you are as a person. Everybody's out here on some pimp shit and not even doing that correctly. And like Sheep did that video about having a philosophy. We talk about that endlessly. And you have to have a philosophy. Even when you start any brand, what is your philosophy in your brand? You know what I mean? Barbers I get, dudes, and I respect my brothers, man, but they don't understand branding. They see me do it. They don't look at the years and studying and stuff that I've done and just say they want a shampoo with their name on it. You just become a Negro with your name on a shampoo bottle. Why should they buy yours versus Paul Mitchell or mine? So in everything that you do as a black man, you got to understand your philosophy is your brand. And you can have a brand of yourself starting with you. You're the ultimate salesman and buyer of yourself. Do you believe the bullshit that you even telling people? And then some people buy their own bullshit, but have no receipts to show for it. See, I ask people for receipts. Show me something. And a lot of people spit fire game. But I need receipts, your support, something. So that's one point. People have they're trained by society in their thoughts and programming. You have to understand that process. Get out of that process. Develop your philosophy of whom you are, your brand of yourself. And these points I'm giving y'all is important for black men to have. Okay? Okay, you have to understand that you're going to have to work your ass off. See, I'm a late night worker. And me and Pimp God, we work, man, we living out here, man. It's really nice, man, where we at. But he works early in the morning. Well, I go to bed early in the morning, but I wake up early, but he be up earlier than that. But I'm a late night worker. So, but you're going to have to devote some time and effort. If you like writing, start writing your ideas. Whatever you want to do. Start doing more research about what you're trying to do. And I know you heard this millions of times, but I think it need to be reprogrammed into our thought process of being better, because we're getting so much shit out here now on YouTube. Guys talking about this, talking about that. But I'm saying I need some real tangible things that help brothers be better men. And I don't want to say the YouTuber's name, but I was very disappointed in something. And I like him too. I'm still sub to him. But y'all may know who I'm talking about. But I was very disappointed. And what's up, C-Dub? I was very disappointed in some of the things because he kept preaching on, see, brothers need to stop being mad and nobody going to help you. I understand what he's saying, but Most brothers I know just looking for answers on how to get stuff done. We passed that point. So that was some dumb shit that he was talking about. I'm sorry. I want to give you brothers answers on being better men. Because it's wide open, the doors are wide open for you to impregnate the universe for your ideas. And somebody might be already doing what you're doing, but it's important to reach out to those people. That's what's called the mastermind principle. And I need to see more brothers on panels building and talking about, hey, where can I go to, okay, I'm working on this project. Who's on the panel that can help me with this project? I need to hear more of that. I understand the female nature. I mean, there's things that brothers do need. I'm not saying stop doing that, but I'm saying we need to have more of the other. In other words, less of chopping it up about some damaged hoes. It looked like Kevin Samuels got that on display, on lockdown at this point. It's probably safe to say that. And it's entertaining, but it's sad. It gets to a point where this shit is ridiculous. He become the husband store. They're not even, me and Pip, I was listening to it, they're not even, it's more entertainment for them. They get their glass of wine, and I'm gonna tune in to Kevin Samuels tonight. And this is still on the topic of what I'm saying, society programming. So they still gonna get on and call and sip their wine and listen to be entertained, but still not grab. They want a high value man. They don't even know what the fuck that is. And their ego is telling them they can convince the husband store manager, which is Kevin Samuels, that they deserve that and they want it. I want it, I want it, I want it. Call the husband store tonight. And he can't tell me no. Men, let your life become the evidence of enough of the bullshit. It's ridiculous, man. So I want you brothers to understand what you're dealing with out here and where you're going to go as far as once you decide to go down this path of building. Okay? And that's working hard. Most people have no purpose, and least of all seeking one. Y'all got to understand that too. So when you're dealing and interacting with most people, they don't have a purpose. And Lord knows they're not seeking one. That's why people are wandering around trying to figure out what's about to happen in society, vaccines and this and that. They're trying to figure out what's about to happen. But there gotta comes a time, which is why I use Kyrie Irving as a thumbnail, because he's showing fuck the money at this point. Even though he may go back and play, but I like the fact that he's standing up and it's a silent protest for other brothers to see that and say, damn, if he's saying fuck millions, and that's Kyrie Irving, what the fuck am I doing? What's my excuse? And that inspires me to say, fuck it. And you got to start betting on yourself. If that means losing your internet service on your phone, just go use Wi-Fi, getting your ass up early in the morning and do something, and losing your phone numbers, losing this and that, losing your car. Start betting on yourself. I got rid of all my cars, guys. I had like 5 cars at one time. I had multiple Benzes, Porsche sports car, trucks. I had the Lincoln Navigator, the Suburban. I got rid of all that shit. I only use Uber. I don't have to worry about taking to get my convertible top fixed no more. I remember when I wrote the check to get my top fixed for my Benz, my SL 500, 550 at the time. It was like $2,000, man. I looked at that check. I said, never again. This was years back. This is a trip. This is an investment on something I can use, not on a fucking convertible top to impress some hoes. Are you serious? I remember that day. I wrote that check and I was looking like, never again. I got rid of all that shit. I literally got rid of like dirt cheap. People was like, damn, you sure? Somebody came to pick it up and say, you sure? They wanted to give me more money. But I was like, take this shit off my ass. I wanted to be free. That way nobody can ask me for rides. Nobody can ask to borrow my car and use my cars and get tickets on them that I had to be responsible and had to pay for the shit. So I supported a lot of guys too. Now I'm gonna keep it 100. It's a lot of men I supported. But men be on some bullshit. They be taking on, say, mama's tendencies. I support women all the time. And I think that's probably why I don't like talking about them a lot, but I know so much about them that it'll make your heart cringe. Oh God, the days in the hair salon, guys. I can tell. Oh my God, that's kind of X-rated. And just the thought process of these women and what their husbands, how they look at their husbands. Oh, treacherous, man. That's some shit that nobody talks about, really. But that's another subject. But anyway, but you got to understand, people are not, they don't have a fucking purpose. So you have to get away from those kind of people and start pouring your money into. Another thing too, I don't want to hear no more about racism shit. Another person I think got that on lock, Dr. Tierson Johnson. He got that subject on lock. He gives it to you in a news form. He breaks the shit down. Outside of that, I really don't want to hear. I mean, I understand it, but fuck that. Our economics is what is going to take us to where we need to be. It's wide open now. We spread out. We're not just in Tulsa, Oklahoma anymore, where they can just bomb us and other migrated in one circle. We're spread out now, and we have to start doing business with each other. Putting your money up. Stop buying the products versus, I appreciate y'all cash apps. You know, in fact, I appreciate y'all. Y'all can cash app Gloves Off Show. But I appreciate you guys in the support. But I want y'all to buy products and to feel the experience of Black excellence. I don't do bullshit. I'm not a nigga that just put t-shirts on, put shit on t-shirts. I have my collection coming out now. I have some of the top painters digitize texture of oil paintings in the shirts. I have 10 of the top 10 famous paintings ever digitized in the t-shirts with texture. That shit wasn't cheap. And if y'all want one, I have them on the site. But those shirts are $454. They're collector's items. See, I'm not fucking around. See, I have shit for you to buy, not just send a nigga $500 because he entertaining you. That's cool if it's entertainment, but I want more for my people so y'all can see and touch it and feel it like, wow, like every other fucking group does. We got to get out of this bullshit, man. It's giving me nausea. Listening to some people and they keep ranting about the same shit. We got to step the game up and we have to support each other. We support all these other brands. We brag about all these other brands. I see it all the time. But let's start bragging about brothers that's doing fly shit. So one of the other things I want to talk about, and I really want to kind of end it on this, is that society is not used to seeing black heterosexual men owning their own time. Society is not used to seeing black heterosexual men owning their own time. That becomes a threat. Your mere presence, the fact that you're not rushing through the mall, you're not rushing in the car. When you step out, you're not rushing to get anywhere. You own your time. That becomes a threat. So I really want to encourage brothers to really get in the mindset of supporting each other by purchasing product. I'm doing my best to support black families, not just sending them a few dollars here and there. I'm doing my best. In order to do that, I need the support of you guys. Then in order for me to help you guys, I need it because I'm putting it into something you can see. I have Asian people that work for me. How many of these other YouTubers can say that? I sent the crew of my guys today to get some of their stuff done from my Asian connect. Today. People walking by the location, and black women in particular looking and seeing all these brothers, and then Asians are serving us. Can you fucking imagine what that looks like? You know what she's thinking? They must be athletes or something. So let's start today, guys. Go subscribe to the Black Label Fashion. Go do that for me, because I'm going to make that private. I'm going to actually make that private. It's going to be a private collection. We'll be charging $25 monthly. So y'all can go subscribe now. But some videos, my new collection, it's going to be private. So it's going to be $25 a month. But y'all going to get all the new shit. Because this is not for everybody. My brand is not for everybody. I've studied abroad. And I know about design, I know about texture, I know about all that shit. So if y'all want to support fly real shit and not keep buying Gucci and Louis Vuitton, Balenciaga, support a real black entrepreneur that's doing it. Now I only got one video on there right now. It's going to be tons more coming on that channel because it's new. But go to it now, Black Label Fashion. It has the BL on it, logo. And, start today. And if y'all have any questions, I'm going to get ready to wrap this up. I got some more shit to work on. I got to send some orders out. But if you guys, like I said, please support the channel. You can support tonight. You can go to Cashapp, glovesoffshow. I appreciate any support. But let's get this shit popping, man. God damn. Fuck. I'm bored. Let's get it popping, y'all. So, and like the show while you're in here. Make sure y'all like it. Push the like button. And, I appreciate any little support that, to help me bring forth a better product. But we have a lot. I say it every time, but it's a lot of work that goes in when you alone, when you're doing this by yourself with your own money. So it takes almost a snail's pace. But if you want something excellent, it's even more snail's pace. If you want excellent content, excellent brand, and it's very methodical. So, I just want y'all to know that. But it's here. It's ready. Next week I'll be launching some more stuff. But let's get in the game, man. God damn. Black people, let's get in the game. Let's get in the game. It starts with economics. Fuck Joe Biden. Fuck Kamala Harris. Let's get in the game. Stop being on the sidelines commentating on feminists, racism, what they're doing at the Capitol. Let's get in the game with our dollars and cents, supporting those with tangibles, not just words. And also, y'all can visit the site, blacklabelfashioncouture.com. So I appreciate you guys, man, and we'll chop it up. Peace.